academic and executive vice chancellor at the institution. And it is settled to last the result to have a name bearer within the vice chancellor.
Vice Chancellor, the University of Ibadan Act 1962 as amended empowers the university to grant degrees, diplomas, or certificates and other distinctions, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides in accordance with Section 3(1) of the said Act that the Chancellor shall preside at all meetings of Convocation held for the purpose of conferring degrees. The same law provides that in the absence of the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor shall preside over Convocation. I therefore humbly invite the Chancellor, ably represented by the Vice Chancellor, to constitute this Assembly as a Convocation held for the purpose of conferring degrees and for presenting special prizes and awards.
I hereby constitute this Assembly as a congregation of the University of Ibadan for the purpose of conferring degrees and for presenting special prizes and awards.
I now invite the Vice Chancellor to present the graduation address. Vice Chancellor, sir.
Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnerships, Registrar, the Bursar, University Librarian, Provost of the College of Medicine, Provost of the Postgraduate College, Deans of Faculties, Deans of Students, Directors of Institutes, Heads of Departments, Members of Senate, Members of Convocation, President and Executives of the Student Union, Members of the Student Representative Council, our honored graduates, proud parents and guardians, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with profound sense of honor and elation that I welcome you all to this momentous gathering, the 77th Convocation and Foundation Day of Nigeria's premier university, the University of Ibadan, the first and the best. Today, we convene to celebrate the intellectual harvest from a diverse and typical spectrum of disciplines, to honor the bright minds who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge that explains our world, that enriches our humanity, and safeguards our very existence. We are here specifically to celebrate the outstanding graduates from our Faculty of Arts, Science, Basic Medical Sciences, Clinical Sciences, Public Health, Dentistry, and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Your journey through this rigorous academic landscape of this great university has been one of discipline, discovery, and immense dedication. Today we stand in admiration of your success. This year's convocation has a total of 5,900 graduates from all faculties, including our distance learning center and affiliated institutions. Today, 68 students graduating with first-class honors from the Faculty of Arts, 50 from the Faculty of Science, 3 from Basic Medical Science, 9 from the Faculty of Clinical Sciences, 3 from the Faculty of Public Health, 36 from programs of our distance learning center, and 68 from our affiliated institutions. I extend my warmest congratulations to you, our esteemed graduates. This day signifies the culmination of years of hard work, of discipline, and of perseverance. You have successfully completed your first degree, a feat that speaks volumes about your resilience and determination. By graduating from the University of Ibadan, you have not only earned a degree, but also you have gained a decisive head start in life. You have been shaped, you have been sharpened, you have been prepared to seize the future opportunities with confidence, with competence, and with character. The certificate you receive today embodies your potential for impactful work, innovative problem solving, and lifelong excellence. Remember, the world has little room for those who make excuses, but it reserves a hallowed place in the Hall of Honor for smart thinkers and dynamic problem solvers. There is no limit to what you can achieve if you set your heart and mind at it. The University of Ibadan holds a unique and cherished place in the heart of our nation. Founded in 1948 as the University of London, it became a full-fledged independent university in 1962, establishing ourselves as Nigeria's first degree-awarding institution. From this modest beginning, we have grown into one of the most prestigious universities in the African continent. Our alumni network has made indelible contribution to Nigeria's academic, political, industrial, economic, and cultural development. Our graduates have served as presidents, governors, ministers, captains of industry, renowned academics, religious leaders, and cultural icons. The history and influence of the University of Ibadan have made it a beacon of intellectual leadership, national heritage, and a symbol of national pride. From our early days of offering programs only in the Faculty of Arts, Science, and Medicine, we have evolved into a comprehensive citadel of learning with over 130 academic departments organized into 23 faculties and institutes and 2 colleges. Our recent establishment of the Faculty of Computing positions us at the forefront of digital innovation, preparing our students for the demand of the 21st century economy. Our postgraduate college remains the flagship of postgraduate education in Nigeria and in fact the largest in Africa, producing the highly skilled human resources that is required not only for the Nigerian university system, but for the world at large. With a current student enrollment ratio of 60 of postgraduate to 40% of undergraduate, we are setting and marching towards our mission of becoming a fully postgraduate focused and research-intensive institution. Our robust, open, and distance learning center, with a population of over 10,000 learners per level, increases access to quality education and human capacity building. It currently runs 16 programs across its faculties. We are also proud to host the Pan-African University Life and Art Science Institute, including health and agriculture, policy, on behalf of the West African sub-region. The African Union Commission initiative attracts students from across the continent, about 45 African countries, reinforcing our role as a hub of continental collaboration and academic excellence. Our vision is clear: to be a world-class institution for academic excellence geared towards meeting societal needs. And in fulfillment of this mandate, the University of Ibadan is consistently ranked among the most prestigious universities globally, and very recently as the best university according to the Times Higher Education World University Ranking for 2026. Specifically and significantly, 65 of our scientists have been recognized among the top 2% globally by the prestigious Stanford Elsevier ranking, underscoring our unwavering commitment to research and scholarship. Permit me to reaffirm our university's commitment to academic excellence, inclusivity, and relevance. We remain steadfast in our commitment to strengthening our curriculum, expanding our research capacity, and improving our facilities so that our graduates can remain competitive on the global scale. We will also continue to intensify our efforts to deepen partnership with industry and the civil society to ensure that learning leads to meaningful careers, innovative entrepreneurship, and lasting social impact. Our Above all, we shall continue to safeguard our campus culture where diversity is respected, merit is rewarded, and every student and staff member can thrive. A reflection on our nation in 2025. This year, 2025, has been one of both of trial and triumph for our dear nation, Nigeria. We have faced economic uncertainties, infrastructural challenges, and social tension. Yet, through it all, Nigerians have demonstrated remarkable resilience, drawing strength from unity and an unyielding hope for a better tomorrow. The education sector has not been spared. Universities across the nation have grappled with funding constraints, infrastructural decay, brain drain, and the need to adapt rapidly to technological disruption. These challenges have tested our resolve, but have also inspired innovation and renewed commitment to our mission. I must acknowledge the interventions of government, both the federal government and the Oyo State government, and particularly the immense support from our dedicated alumni, whose charitable donations and meaningful support have been instrumental to our progress. The showcase of our milestone. Despite these headwinds, the University of Ibadan continues to soar. I'm proud to highlight just a few of many exploits that is achieved by our staff and students since our last convocation. In student excellence prayer, 10 undergraduate students from the Faculty of Nursing came first in the Golden Lab Leadership Initiative African Research Challenge that was held in September 2025. The 2024-25 EOI scholarship in the United States was won by Olufemi Olajimoke Mercy, a 400-level student in the Department of Biochemistry. Abigail Oyedoku, a 600-level MBBS student, won the Best Oral Presentation at the Advancing Medical Education Conference that was held in Kigali, Rwanda. Mrs. Temidayo Emma Davis from our Faculty of Nursing was the recipient of the Data Science African Fellowship Award to Advance Women Health in 2025 cohort. Fajemido Ayomide Koladu-Favour and Oluwasayo Jesu Lolufemi, all 400 students in the Department of European Studies, won scholarship for the summer Pushkin for Russian language students and African program in Moscow. Several other students won prestigious fellowships and scholarships from institutions like Harvard, King's College London, and Data Science Africa, all within the year. Let me also say that our contingent claimed the third prize in the 2025 FASU 3x3 basketball championship that was held at Makerere University, Kampala, Uganda. In research and global health, the polio laboratory of the Department of Virology, College of Medicine, under Dr. Adedayo Ofaneye, received a national commendation for its exceptional work between September and December 2024, where it handled samples from the entire country following the flooding of the Maipikuli laboratory. Professor Eruka Okepe of our Department of Pharmaceutical Microbiology won a substantial individual and collaborative award, including a $6.9 million NIH Global Health Research Unit Consortium Award, as well as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation grant for the year 2025. Dr. Chizoma A. Ndiko was appointed as a low and middle income country site mentor for the Fogarty Global Health Fellow Award for the year 2025. The HIV laboratory in the Department of Biology became the first in the country to successfully transit to the stringent ISO 15189-2022 standard. Mr. P.O. Olubante, a senior technologist, who was on sabbatical, undertook a training in plastinating at the University of Brazil. Dr. Olubumi A. Balogun attended the training hands-on confocal microscopic course at the University of New York in the United Kingdom. In national and international accolades, Professor Okurede, M.O. Owolabi, Aro Akinyemi, T.A. Lawal, K.O. Adebowale, and 62 others were listed among the world's top 12 to 10 scientists for the year 2025. Professor M.O. Owolabi was elected Fellow of the World Academy of Sciences, FTWAS, effective January 1, 2025. Professor A.A. Otukogbe was conferred with a honorary fellowship of the Royal Society of Obstetricians and Gynecology of the United Kingdom. Professor Monica O. Okole, Dr. Ishisawo A. Adekunle, and Dr. Akitete Otolulope won the precious George Foster Fellowship of the Alexander von Humboldt Stiftung, Germany, for the year 2024. Dr. Iganoluwa Ojo from the Faculty of Nursing was the recipient of several research fellowship awards, which include International Clinical Research Scholars Program in Ethiopia, Fellowship Award by the King's College Residential Program in the United Kingdom, and the 2025 Change Challenge Grant of the United States. Professor Olatunji Alabi Oyesile, former Dean of the Faculty of Arts and a Professor of Philosophy of this university, was nominated to present the 2025 Annual Public Lecture on UNESCO World Philosophy Day. Professor Oyesile's public lecture is titled Human and Cultural Diversity and the Reconciliation of the Sect with the Other. Conferences and academic studies. The Department of Health Policy and Management, in collaboration with the West African College of Physicians and the Faculty of Community Health, hosted a virtual management and leadership course for health workers in December 2024. Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences held its 9th biannual conference between 8 to 12 September 2025 on the theme AI in Translational Biomedical Research, Teaching and Clinical Practice, Opportunities and Challenges. The Department of Religious Studies held its 4th Distinguished Alumni Lecture. On the 5th of February 2025, the lecture was titled, The Faith Once Delivered to the Saints in the Context of Contemporary Socio-Economic Challenges. And it was delivered by the Most Reverend Dr. William Otuwarotimi Aladekike, Bishop of the Ibadan North Diocese and the Archbishop of the Ibadan Ecclesiastical Province. Also, the Department of Religious Studies held its 2025 conference in honor of the Most Reverend N.D. Oko, former Primate, Church of Nigeria, Anglican Communion, and an alumnus of this university from 31st March to 3rd April 2025 on the theme Religion, Artificial Intelligence, and Migration. Also, the Department of Religious Studies held its 2nd Distinguished Alumni Lecture on 28 May 2025. The lecture was titled Religion and the Murky Water of the Nigerian Politics, and it was delivered by the Bishop of Ikeja Diocese, Methodist Church, and the Executive Secretary, Nigerian Christian People's Commission, the Right Reverend Dr. Stephen Tunde Victor Adewike. The Faculty of Arts similarly held its 4th Distinguished Alumni Lecture on 2nd September 2025, and it was titled Ancient History for the Present, the Challenge of Ancestral Yoruba Cosmopolitanism to Post-Colonial Nigeria. The lecture was delivered by distinguished alumnus, Professor Aki Ogunbiran, the Cardinal Collins Professor of Arts and Sciences at Northwestern University, Ibadan in the United States. The Department of Classics, in collaboration with the Classical Association of Nigeria, held a one-day seminar on the theme Africa in Aristotle and Aristotelian Tradition. The seminar was delivered by Professor Henry Lawrence, a professor of philosophy at Princeton University in the United States. Recognition, grants, and awards. Dr. Eko Aisobo of the Department of Health Policy and Management won the Golden Pen Award for Academic Writer Academy, Cohort 5, that is organized by the Academic and Grant Writing FA, April of 2025. Dr. V.F. Ede was appointed a research co-lead for the HIV tuberculosis biosignature validation study. It was held in the Gambia. Professor Adeshola C. Otole of the Department of Physiotherapy was awarded second grant, enabling her to speak as the only physiotherapist in Nigeria at a focused symposium during the World Physiotherapy Congress that was held in Tokyo, Japan. The symposium was titled Centering Global Perspective Through Storytelling, How Disability Informs Physiotherapy. Dr. Adeyinka Ishola was awarded the prestigious Visiting Scholar Grant that was valued at $15,000 for the Faculty of Nursing, Global Nursing Office at the University of Ibadan in Canada. Olubode I. Olalekan, a doctoral student in the Department of History, was a beneficiary of an Erasmus Plus Fellowship at Leipzig in Germany in 2025. Shinwe Okudi from the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences won the Guadalupe Fellowship Combra Group Scholarship for Young Researchers for 2025. Dr. Kola Adekola of our Department of Archaeology and Anthropology was elected Vice President of the World Archaeological Congress. He is the third academic from the department to hold an executive position in the global body. Finally, Professor Agboru of our Department of English was the recipient of the United States Department of Science Studies for the United States Institute Program Award for Contemporary American Literature that was hosted by the University of Montana. In global ICT and digital innovation, our university emerged as the first prize winner at the cloud computing category of the 2025 Wide ICT Competition Global Final, placing us as the pinnacle of technological innovation on the world stage. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these achievements are not isolated events. They are resounding proof of our remarkable potential of our university that it possesses and the global impact that we are making. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I commend our faculty, staff, and students who have distinguished themselves, who have upheld the prestigious status of our dear university. I also convey our deepest gratitude to all our benefactors. Your kindness and benevolence are the bedrock upon which we build our success. Thank you immensely. To guide commencement speaker, to guide your thoughts as we step into a new epoch, we are immensely privileged to hold a distinguished alumnus and a global icon in the medical field. Dr. Abel Adegoke, a general practitioner, principal, and senior executive partner at the Hamilton Medical Center in the United Kingdom. He traveled from the United Kingdom here to Ibadan because of this program. His remarkable journey from the heart of this university to the pinnacle of healthcare delivery in the United Kingdom is a testament to the global standard of our training. We eagerly anticipate this lecture, which is poised to offer a unique blend of professional wisdom and cross-cultural insight, providing you with an invaluable compass for your journey ahead. My charge to the graduates. My dear graduates, today you are formally inducted into the esteemed global community of UI alumni. You represent the tripartite pillars of human progress, the scientists who seek to understand the universe, the artists who give that universe a meaning, and the health professionals who preserve the human vessel that experiences both of them. First, to our scientists, you are the explorer, you are the innovator. You have been trained to question, to experiment, and to discover. From the smallest particle to the vastness of space, your quest for knowledge pushes the boundary of human possibility. Therefore, go forth and use your skills to solve our world's most pressing challenges, from climate change to food security, from material science to data security. Be the catalyst for a new industrial and technological innovation. Next, to our artists and humanists, you are the custodians of our soul. You study history, you study language, philosophy, and culture, the very fabric of human existence. In a world that is often dominated by data, your role in fostering critical thinking, empathy, and creative expression is more vital than ever. Go into the world and tell our stories, challenge our assumptions, and enrich our cultural landscape. Be the conscience of the society and champion of our shared humanity. To our graduates from the health sciences, the future doctors, dentists, pharmacists, medical scientists, public health experts, you are the guardians of our most precious asset, our health. You have chosen a path of service, a path of sacrifice, and profoundly a path of responsibility. The training that you have received at our College of Medicine and also at the University College Hospital, one of the Africa's finest, have prepared you for this sacred calling. As you step out, be healers who practice with both expertise and compassion. Be researchers who relentlessly pursue new cures. Be public health advocates who build healthier communities. In your hands lies the well-being of nations. And to you all, I enjoin you, hold fast to our motto of this great university, respect, sacrifice. To think straight is the fount of knowledge. Let your profound knowledge be guided by unwavering ethical principles, sound knowledge, and deep-seated empathy for humanity. Be leaders in your field. Be exemplary ambassadors of the University of Ibadan. On this day of triumph, we extend our deepest gratitude to our parents, guardians, and sponsors. Your unwavering support, immense sacrifices, and steadfast prayers have been the beneath the wings of this achiever. Today is a celebration of your faith and investment. I also at the same time commend our entire academic and non-academic staff of this faculty. Your dedication, your mentorship, and relentless pursuit of excellence have molded these students into a world-class graduate that we celebrate today. Today, we are profoundly honored to have Her Excellency Professor Sarah Aya Agbo, the former Commissioner for Human Resources, Science and Technology of the African Union, a great alumnus of this university, deliver our convocation lecture. It will take place today in Central Hall at 4 p.m. Professor Agbo's lecture, which is titled Agenda 2063, All Hands on Deck for the Africa we want, resonates very deeply with our institutional mission. It challenges every one of us, graduates, academics, policymakers, and citizens alike, to contribute collectively to Africa's transformation that is envisioned in Agenda 2063. Professor Agbo's distinguished career and unwavering advocacy for education, science and technology as bedrock for development make her exceptionally qualified to illuminate this path. Graduates, as you step into the world, I charge you again, our new ambassadors to embrace this call to action, be innovators, leaders, problem solvers, who will actively participate in building a resilient, integrated, and prosperous Africa. Africa remains our continent. In closing, once again, congratulations to the phenomenal class of 2025 from our faculties of science, of art, and of health sciences. You are the thinkers. You are the creator. You are the healer our world needs. Go forth and make your indelible mark. And thank you for your esteemed presence and attention. God bless.
Vice Chancellor, sir. I now invite the Inspector, Professor C.O. Amaka, to present the citation of the commencement speaker, Dr. A.K. Adegoke, cardiology, primary care, cardiovascular physician at the Hamilton Medical Center, Buckingham, Warwick, UK. Director.
Studying on the established protocol by the Vice Chancellor, I respectfully ask our commencement speaker. Chancellor, sir, I present Dr. A.K. Adegoke, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, MBBS, Fellow of the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria in Family Medicine, FMCFM, and a Fellow of the Royal College of General Practitioners, FRCG, and a postgraduate diploma in cardiology. It is from the William Shakespeare play in your figure that I quote: "There's a tide in the affairs of men which taken at the flood is on the flood." Dr. A.K. Adegoke is indeed an editor of this classical. There was probably not a single opportunity which came before his doorstep from infancy to date which he did not take to maximize the benefit of mankind. He was born on a beautiful Tuesday like this with a lot of joy on July 21st, 1964 in Ibadan, Osun State, Nigeria. Dr. Adegoke attended Baptist Day School in Ibadan from 1971 to 1976, his primary education, and Purity Memorial College, Ibadan from 1976 to 81 for secondary education. He qualified, like most of us are here, with the MBBS from the College of Medicine from this great university, the first and the best, in July 1988. He completed his quest for knowledge. He continued his path and he completed his postgraduate training in family medicine of the National Postgraduate College of Nigeria in 1995 at the Baptist Medical Center in Omosho, Oyo State, before proceeding to the United Kingdom in 1996 to train in general practice on the Liverpool Royal PG and Professional Training Scheme on the British Council Administered Scholarship of the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria as the best candidate to the Part 1 of the Family Medicine exam in 1994. He completed the training in February 2000 and I was awarded the certificate of prescribed experience, the vocational training for British general practice by the Joint Committee on Postgraduate Training for the General Practice. Dr. Adegoke obtained his membership of the Royal College for General Practitioners in July 2001 and was awarded the fellowship of the Royal College of General Practitioners in November 2014, having distinguished himself and certified the Royal College of General Practitioners in various achievements, categories of general of clinical practice, patient-centered practice, leadership, training, and education, innovation, and activities. He was not satisfied at that point and continued his training, his quest to study the entire university and become a general practitioner in that field. So he obtained a diploma in geriatric medicine from the Royal College of Physicians in January 1999, and diploma in family medicine planning from the Royal College of Obstetrics and Gynecology in November 1999. He undertook his postgraduate training in cardiology between 2015 and 2017 and obtained a postgraduate diploma in cardiology from the Bradford University, UK in 2017. His special interests include primary care, cardiovascular medicine, medical education and training, medical politics, palliative care, and spirituality in medicine. You agree with me with a complete medical practitioner. He's a clinical tutor in general practice for medical students at the School of Medicine, Liverpool University, and the Clinical Educational Support Supervisor Foundation doctors, both in the first year foundation and the second year foundation postgraduate program, that's the FY1 and FY2, and also the specialist training in the ST1 and ST2 in general practice. He's also a general practitioner appraiser for any medical appraisal, providing peer review and supporting individuals, general practitioners, self-review of their scope of practice and graduation of their licenses to practice. Currently, he is an honorary secretary of the Wirral Local Medical Committee and chair of the Wirral Primary Care Senate Council, supporting the contract interest of over 350 Wirral general practitioners and all Wirral NHS dentists, community pharmacists, and optometrists. He is currently also general practitioner, principal, and senior executive partner and primary care cardiovascular physician at the Hamilton Medical Center, Beaconshead, Wirral, United Kingdom. His interest goes beyond medicine and surgery. He's an author, seasoned conference speaker, life coach, and approved mentor of the mentoring scheme of the Northwest Leadership Academy in the United Kingdom and the Royal College of General Practitioners in the United Kingdom, impacting the lives of many young professionals from across the globe outside of medical practice. Dr. Adegoke is an entrepreneur and serves as the chairman of the RNK Holistic Healthcare Service Limited, which is a private limited company registered in England and Wales, providing services in healthcare, training, food and nutrition. He's also a director of Rural Health, a private health maintenance organization which is established by the Nigerian Baptist Convention and philanthropic serving as director of several charity organizations in the United Kingdom. He's a member of several professional organizations, including the Royal College of General Practitioners, the United Kingdom, the American Academy of Family Physicians, and the World Organization of Family Doctors. Wonka. He's happily married to Mrs. Grace Adegoke, an advanced nurse practitioner and public health nutritionist, and married to blessed with two grown daughters. His hobbies include writing and speaking at conferences, and he has published 4 books on the subject of health, life, and spirituality. Chancellor, I present for this address Dr. Abel Kennedy Adegoke, MBBS, FMC-FM, FRCGP, PhD Diploma in Cardiology.
Thank you. Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Council, the Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Kayode Adebowale, MNI, FAS, distinguished member of Senate, esteemed teachers and staff, proud parents and guardians, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Good morning and congratulations. As I stand here today, looking at all your bright and happy faces, I feel both humbled and deeply honored. To return to the University of Ibadan, my alma mater, the place where my own dreams began to take shape, is a privilege that will fill my heart with gratitude and pride. I am particularly grateful to the Vice Chancellor, sir, and the University Governing Council for giving me this singular honor and opportunity to be one of the commencement speakers at this year's graduation ceremony of this great university. UI, as we all call it, was not just where I earned a degree. It was where I learned many things that have stood me in good stead in life. In particular, it was in this great university that I learned these three things: resilience, respect, and resourcefulness. It was here that I discovered that intelligence alone is not enough. Character, perseverance, and compassion are what sustain greatness. My very first visit to the University of Ibadan was long before I became a student here. It was when I came here looking for a job as a laboratory assistant with one of the professors in the agronomy department in 1981 after completing my O-level. At that time, I did not know that I could pursue university study right after my O-level. Coming from my family background, I lacked the guidance, the resources, and information needed to understand and to even contemplate that was an option. However, my encounter with the late Professor Agbola of Agronomy Department on that day changed my life and started me on the journey that produced who you see standing before you today. Although the professor did not offer me the job I came here for because he believed that I was overqualified based on my brilliant O-level results. He enlightened me, however, and guided me towards the path that ensured that I became the first in my family to go straight to the university after O-level, and indeed the first medical doctor of the family. So, I will always and forever be grateful to the University of Ibadan, and at this juncture, with the permission of the Vice Chancellor, sir, I would like to request that you all join me to applaud the late Professor Agbola and indeed every teacher that this university has mentored. This morning, my talk is going to be on resilience. Graduates, today is a celebration of your resilience. You began your university journey in a world torn upside down by pandemics, by economic uncertainty, by global shifts that tested the very definition of normal life. Yet, you made it today. You sat through endless online lectures with unstable networks. You faced strife and destruction. You balanced academic demand with personal struggle. But here you are today. Today marks a moment of immense pride and achievement, a combination of years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. So as we step forward in the next chapter of your life, I want to share a lesson that has guided me through my journey, the power of resilience. During my medical school years in the 1980s, I faced challenges that often felt overwhelming. There were nights when we studied by candlelit because power failed. Days when I wasn't even sure how I would pay for my next meal ticket. Times when I thought my dreams were too far from reach. But I learned something profound, that persistence always beats resistance. It was a time when I had to push myself beyond what I thought possible. Permit me to quickly share one of my medical school experiences, which demonstrates how resilience was built in us. During my pediatric posting, I had spent an entire year meticulously documenting my experiences in a logbook. For those in medical school, you know it's called Pediatric Posting Booklet. A booklet that captured everything I had learned, every skill I had practiced, every patient interaction that shaped me. This booklet wasn't just a record, it was a requirement, a key to moving forward in my training. And then, one day, it was gone, lost, vanished, and up to today, I haven't seen it. As much as I pleaded with the department to waive the requirement for me, and despite much evidence I produced to convince the department that I had been very diligent with my work during the posting, the verdict was that I had to produce a complete and a signed booklet. In fact, I was billed to pay for another one. In that instant, I felt everything: shock, sadness, frustration, even despair. Because here's the truth: I was already stretched thin. Juggling another posting, O&G, responsibilities piling on. And now, I have to redo an entire year of a year's worth of work. At that moment, I had a choice. I could give in to despair. I could throw up my hands and say, this is too much. Or I could stand up, take a deep breath, and face it. I chose the latter. Step by step, I started again. Every patient, every note, every skill, it all had to be recorded once more. It was exhausting. It was overwhelming. And yet, the experience made my knowledge and skill of pediatrics much better. And with every page I wrote, I discovered something extraordinary. Resilience isn't built when life is easy. Resilience is forged when we are pushed to our limit, and yet we keep going. And if one lost logbook taught me anything, it's this: the strength we need is already inside of us. Sometimes life just gives us a little push to find it. That same resilient experience came in 1998 during the training in general practice in the United Kingdom. I needed to have experience of placement in accident and emergency as part of my GP training package, but there was no time allocated for it in my training track. So what did I do? That experience I had enabled me to undertake a complete undertaking full-time placement in general practice, all of which stood me in great test today. Through that experience, I learned that the true growth does not come from comfort, but from embracing challenges and learning from them. Resilience is not just about enduring hardship, it's about transforming obstacles into opportunities and turning setbacks into stepping stones. As you leave this university's graduates, remember that your perseverance, adaptability, and dedication will carry you far. After all, someone described perseverance and determination as omnipotent. Let every challenge you encounter strengthen your resolve, shape your character, and inspire your purpose. Graduates, the future you are about to step into will demand the best from you, but it will also reward your courage. Embrace it with resilience, and there will be no limit to what you can achieve. Resilience is not the absence of challenges, it is the decision to rise. Anytime life knocks you down, it is what makes the University of Ibadan graduate stand tall anywhere in the world. I want to talk to you about something else, the true measure of success, and that is giving back. As you step out of the gates of the university today, many will tell you to chase success. And that's fine. But let me remind you of something deeper. Success is not the position you stand, but the direction in which you look. And the highest form of success is service. The world you are entering does not need more people who are just successful. It needs people who are useful. People who use their success to lift others. The University of Ibadan has given you knowledge, but what you do with that knowledge is what will define your future and your legacy. What will stand you out is not what you have, but what you do with what you have. Wherever you go, carry the UI spirit with you, the spirit of excellence, of integrity, and of service. When you rise, and by God's grace you will rise, remember to pull others with you. Invest in your community. Mentor those coming behind you. Build solutions that touch life. If each of us here today decide to give back, even in a small way, our university, our nation Nigeria will change faster than any government policy could ever. In closing, I want to encourage you to dream big, but dream with your eyes open. Let me remind you that what you are going through in today as graduates has changed from the world I went to. Artificial intelligence is rewriting industries. Climate change is reshaping economies. Old job titles are disappearing. New ones are emerging. But amidst all this change, one truth remains constant. Those who dare to dream, adapt and work relentlessly will always find a way. Do not let fear limit you. You are equipped with more than just a certificate. You are armed with the ability to learn, to adapt, to create, and to lead. And when you fail, because sometimes you will, fail forward, learn, adjust, and try again. Every mistake will be a classroom if you pay attention. When I left this university in 1988, I had no clear map of the future. But I have two things, both of which I want to leave with you today. A strong faith in God as a born-again Christian. And what you are have planted in me, a belief in myself and in excellence and audacity to keep going. Over the years, I have learned that greatness is not an event, it's a journey. Sometimes that journey takes you through rough terrains, but those terrains bring character. Today, when I mentor young people, I tell them, don't just chase money, chase meaning. Money follows in life. And finally, I want to challenge you, class of 2025, be bold, be kind, be resilient, and be generous. Go into the world not merely as job seekers, but as a solution creators. Go with courage, because courage is the bridge between dreams and reality. Go with humility, because leadership without service is emptiness. Go with gratitude, because gratitude, every privilege comes with responsibility. And go with determination to do the right thing at all times, because you can never go wrong by doing the right thing. So class of 2025, go out there and build, create, transform, and give back. The world is waiting for the light that shines from Ibadan. Remember always that you are well cooked here as a product of the University of Ibadan, the first and the best university in Nigeria today. Congratulations once again to parents and guardians. Congratulations to our teachers and mentors. And congratulations to our graduates. May your journey ahead be filled with purpose, impact, and joy. Thank you, and God bless.
Vice Chancellor, sir, on behalf of the University of Ibadan, may I call on the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnerships, Professor Simisola O. Akitola, to make a presentation to our commencement speaker for the day. Thank you.
Dr. Adebuke, your inspiring words have left an indelible mark on our graduating class of 2025. Therefore, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the University of Ibadan, I present to you this token as an appreciation of your commitment, your time, your endurance, and your spirit of giving back. You have been an integral part of this university. You will remain an integral part. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Now, admission to 4th degrees. Chancellor, the persons who will be presented have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the University of Ibadan and have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the 4th degrees of their various faculties. I start with the Faculty of Arts. Will the graduates of the Faculty of Arts please stand? The Dean of Arts.
And by the authority of Senate, I present to you the present standing and those absent for sufficient cause and for whom I stand proxy. who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Arabic and Islamic Studies, Classics, English, European Studies, History, Christian and Diplomatic Studies, Linguistics and African Languages, Philosophy, Philosophy and Public Affairs, Religious Studies, Communication and Language Arts, Archaeology, Anthropology and Music of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Please turn the tassel of your card from right to left.
May I draw your attention to the following graduates who made first class in their famous disciplines: Arabic and Islamic Studies, Islamic Studies, Bello Abdulrashid,
Please step out at your call.
Jimon, Salaiman Abiola, Lawan Hajara Amake, Olaleye Asizat, Omolola, Usman Mubarak, Omobolahan, Arabic and Islamic Studies combined, Adedeji Ibrahim Adibola, Trinity Mustafa Kende, Department of Classics, Classics, Greek and Latin combined honors, Adebowale Peace Oluwafermi, Adeleke Opeyemi Ifeanyi, Akolabi Felicia Blessing, Emiola Israel Adebayo, Olóòtú Dúráọlá Ìkẹ́olúwapọ̀. Classics, Adékànbí Tijésùnmí Victoria, Adétúnjí Sodiq Damola, Iwájú Àpì, Èdùgbèjúkú Joachukwu, Olúbọ̀dé Israel Ayọ̀mídé, Communication and Language Arts, Abọ́dẹ̀rìn Gbólúwatifẹ́ Lẹ́tísà, Adédèjì Adéọlá Olúwa Rachel, Adéyẹmí Ẹniọlá Àríkẹ́, Akínwùsì Arẹwà Jésù Ìyanu Olúwa, Akínyẹmí Olúwaṣeun Akíbọ́lájí, Babájídé Lucy Kẹ́hìndé, Chima Kalu Favour Esther, Múrákìnyọ̀ Tèmídayọ̀ Philip, Olóhùn Evidence Ọpẹ́mipọ̀sí, Ọmọyẹmí Akínsọ́lá Mary, Department of English, Adéníjì John Tayo, Adépọ̀jù Samuel Adébóyè, Adéwọlé Àmìwápọ̀ Pamílẹ̀rín, Ẹ̀rẹ́rẹ̀ Janet Chioma, Olóhùn Olúwatóbilọ́ba Michael, Owóẹ̀yẹ Tóbilọ́ba Moses, Oyèdòkun Agnes tí Olúwa ní Department of European Studies, French, Adébídé Olúwadámilọ́lá Adéọlá, Ayédọ̀nà Jésù nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí mi Grace, Ẹ̀yìnwá Christiana Ekechukwu, French and German combined, Ọlárẹ̀wájú Olúwanífẹ̀mí Rebecca, Ugu Louis Ngevere, French and Communication and Language Arts combined, Christopher Johanna Olúwatóbilọ́pẹ́, German Chukwura Juliet Olúoma, Olúwóṣewọlé Esther Mojísọ́lúwa, Russian and French combined, Adébùsúyì Adédàmọ́lá Olúwatómísì, history. Bankole Elijah Oluwaseun. Delhi, Beloved Victor. Department of Linguistics and African Linguistics. Jamu Zinat Opeyemi. Azali Abin Ademola. Mark Ejere Silent Peace. Olukoga Opeyemi Grace. Yoruba Jimoh Ridwan Alaye. Department of Music. Adegoke Ayomide Mary. Ajamu Oluwaseyi Akorede. Ebie Magnus Yare. Emmanuel Mujisola Mary. Ewedukwa Elin Onyedikashi. Ìlọ̀rí Morokeji Bishop. Ìbá Doris Chinyere. Ọládòkun Michael Olúwadámiláre. Olúolówó Ayọ̀mídé Àyọ̀fẹ́. Department of Philosophy. Agbésírì John Olúwatìmílẹ́yìn. Ẹgbẹ́ Richmond Banks. Fábèmí Elijah Taiwo. Fábèmí Elisha Kẹ́hìndé. Jẹ́fà Olúwafísáyọ̀mí Olúwakẹ́. Sadiq Ọmọlọ́lá Lukayas. Religious Studies. Sọ́kùnmáde Olúwajẹ́dàlọ́. Takaras Olúmi Abdullahi Ọ̀nà.
The first class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor. Please ensure that your hood is well adjusted as you step forward.
Myself back.
Graduates, please dress properly. Ensure your hoods are well placed.
Okay. What's up, what's right?
Not even what you are. Look at the back. Look at small money. after the
Congratulations. Please have your seats. Faculty of Science. Will the graduates of the Faculty of Science please stand? Degree of Science. Please wear your hood properly.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Science, and by authority of the Senate, I present to you the person standing and those absent for sufficient care cause, and for whom I stand cordial, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Archaeology, Anthropology, Botany, Microbiology, Chemistry, Industrial Chemistry, Computer Science, Geology, Geography, Mathematics, Statistics, Physics, and Zoology at the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Now turn the castle of your card from right to left.
The Chancellor, I draw your attention to the following graduates who have made first class in their various disciplines. Archaeology, Ọ̀dẹ́kùnmi, Ọmọ́rùnmi, Rebecca.
Please step forward as you are called.
Botany, Adébólú, Nasirat, Mojísọ́lá. Chemistry, Ògúndọ́bí, Abidjan, Olúwabùkúnmi, Ọlájídé, Israel, Olúwamáyọ̀wá, Ọláníyì, Ìmọ́lẹ̀ Olúwa, Òyìnlọ́lá, Industrial Chemistry, Adímọ́dù, Peter Ayọ̀mídé, Ọlátóyìnbó, Big Joy, Olúṣọlá, Oyèdépò, Emmanuel, Ọpẹ́ Olúwa, Computer Science, Adéòtí, Waris, Adétáyọ̀, Àdìsá, Christiana, Ìníolúwa, Àjàyí, Ayọ̀kúnlé, Prince, Ọláyẹwà, Joshua, Ọlátúndé, Ìfẹ́lẹ́kà, Stephen Chidebere, Káyọ̀dé, Peter, Tèmítọ́pẹ́, Nwatu, Chidinma, Augustina, Ọ̀jẹ̀wálé, Ọpẹ́ Olúwabẹ̀rẹ̀, Okafor, Mr. Chiso, Oṣùọ̀lálé, Tolúwanimí, Olúwabùkúnmi, Geography, Akínabí, Ṣẹ̀túnmi, Rebecca, Geology, Abdulkarim, Abdulsabur, Adéolú, Adébáyọ̀, Happiness, Bùsọ́lá, Òṣìfowókà, Michael, Olúwaṣẹ́gun, Ìwọ́lá Abdulmalik Ọlábọ̀dé, Mathematics. Adédìran Zinat Adébùkọ́lá, Adédèjọ́ Ìfẹ́ Olúwatóbi Peter, Akérèlé Ṣẹ́gun Ọlọ́fin, Ọládẹ̀jọ Joseph Ṣẹ́gun, Ọlárẹ̀wájú Bùnmi Emmanuel, Salami Ọlámídé Esther, Usman Masud Moses, Microbiology, Adédèjì Gray Fìyìfolúwa, Quran Teaching Soko Ilis, Ogbolawa Naomi Ese, Tadetaiwo Adéọlá Dámilọ́lá, Physics Adókòkè Tìmílẹ́yìn Daniel, Àró Ọláwálé Elijah, Ayínára Idris Adéṣọlá, Bámigbádé Blessing Bolúwatifẹ́, Raphael Samuel Adébọ́lá, Statistics Adégòkè Ọmọbọ́láńlé Olúwatósúnmi, Akéré Abdulrahman Taiwo, Àrẹ̀mú Olúwadámilọ́lá Onítànsọ́lá, Àrẹ̀mú Suliat Ọpẹ́yẹmí, Àyánkòrò Azizat Ọpẹ́yẹmí, Karim Muiz Babatunde, Musbaudeen Islamia Ọládùnmí, Okocha Ebele Victoria, Ọlárìndé Abdullahi Ọlátùnmí, Ọlátúbọ̀sún Rasheed Ọlásùnkànmí, Ọ̀nàbíran Hafiz Báyọ̀mé.
Parents, please note that you don't allow selfies. Please return to your seats. The first class guardians will now lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor.
And after that, and it was yourself, I think that was it's people. How much you go? I want to get that. Yes, on your convocation. Yes, but it does not mean. Some are even wearing things that they cannot walk with. No, apart from being a Yahoo guy, so social media. Yahoo guy says no, they wear slippers again. I like those things that are wearing loafers. They don't stress themselves. Wear loafers, wear short sleeves. Sean is very
Congratulations. Please take your seats. Now, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences please stand? The Dean of Basic Medical Sciences.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause, and for whom I stand proud, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Physiology, and Biochemistry, and Biochemistry Bachelor of Biomedical Laboratory Science of the University.
Admit you all.
Congratulations. Please turn the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who have made first-class honors in their respective discipline. Biochemistry.
Degree of Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Bachelor of Nursing Science and Bachelor of Physiotherapy of the University of Ibadan.
Admit you all.
Congratulations. Please turn the tassel of the cap from right to left. Graduates are advised to please sit till the end of the program.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who made distinction or first class in their various disciplines. Distinctions in Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Inioluwa John Joshua.
Please step forward as you approach.
Sophia Udochi Okeke. First class and Bachelor of Nursing Science. Adesola Oluwapelumi Adebiyi. Eunice Aranide Awe. Cynthia Adama Obiworo. Ayọ̀mídé Tèmilolúwa Ọlájídé. Ayọ̀ Olúwa Emmanuel Ọ̀nẹ́dẹ̀dẹ́. Olúwatóbi Oyètọ́lá Oyèkọ́.
The first class graduates with distinction will lead us out to the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor.
Hello. Follow this side. Sorry.
return to your seats. Now, Faculty of Public Health. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Public Health please stand? The Dean of Public Health.
In the name of the Faculty of Public Health and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those absent of sufficient cause, and for whom I stand covered, who have been found worthy, both in character and in merit, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition and Dietetics, and the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health Sciences of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Please run the tassel of your card from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who have distinguished themselves by obtaining the first class honors division in their respective disciplines. Department of Human Nutrition and Dietetics, first class honors, OB, Favor. From the Department of Environmental Health Sciences, first class honors, Fadiji, Oluwadamilare, Obodeji, Rachel, Ayoade.
Now, the fourth class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor. Congratulations. Please return to your seats to call on the Faculty of Dentistry. When the graduates in the Faculty of Dentistry please stand, the Dean of Dentistry.